Hi friends, it's Tracy from the Financial Freedom Diary, and today I am back to do my plan with me for the week of February 17th through February 23rd. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing below. And if you're not new or have already subscribed, hey y'all, how are y'all doing? I hope each and every last one of you had a wonderful day by the time you see this video. And so let's get started with my plan with me. Okay, so I'm getting myself ready here, and I have to admit, I have the spiral bound Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly Planner for my budget, and I use the binder LifePlanner for my work home and my videos, my YouTube channel. And I have to admit, I actually do like the binder better. The pages do catch, but that's not like a showstopper for me. And also, like, I can take these out. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but I have long fingers. And so writing in the binder is difficult for me. I didn't know until I started like using my regular notebooks to take notes. I do not write on the back of a page. So my right hand never hits the quill in a regular notebook, but in Erin Condren, I use the back of the page. And so it's a problem for me. But it's neither here nor there with planning, but I think my budget planner is going to move to a binder setup so that it's a lot easier for me to use. I will get a darker color because pink, the fabric of the binder, attracts lint. So you can always tell what color sweater I had on for the day because that's the color that's actually on my binder. But these header strips are going to be the last week that I use them. No, not this week. It's going to be next week. It's the last week of February. I'll be using those, and then I'll be done with that because I have so many excess numbers left over from it. It's not, I don't know. I feel like they could have been designed a little bit better, but it's neither here nor there. I like them. They're very convenient. It makes everything look the same across the top, and I like that. And so I am using the washi off the side of some of the sticker sheets that I had. And I'm going back and I'm going to use up those little pieces that I had off to the side, just to fill in the rest of that. I think I inherited something from my grandmother for not wasting. And that used to be a big thing of hers. And I can see like I have a hard time throwing certain things away. I used the Wrong accessory book for the girls. I actually like the girl with the afro puff, that's like my thing. And I also like the other girl. I think that's a planner that she hands in her hand. I'm not sure, but I decided I was going to give her a cap to hang out with her on that page. And on the 21st, at Friday, I think I'm going to be resting a little bit when I get off from work, like answering YouTube comments and supporting other YouTube channels, instead of studying, so that way I give myself a small break. When I was trying to use the half boxes, I was trying to make sure I did not coordinate, meaning the whole kit itself coordinates, but I didn't want to have blue on blue, pink on pink. I wanted it to be like pink and blue and alternate between those two as I went across to set up my filming schedule for the week, since I think in the next 2 weeks it'd be pretty intense for me. And so I'll have a lot of things I'll need to do when I get home from work. And so I'll just be filming, editing pretty much every day after work. And typically that takes me about 4 hours, depends on what I'm doing. But it'll take me a while to get it all done and all completed. And so I at least want it to be interesting on here. And I also had laid down a sticker on my Sunday because I wanted to capture my batch cooking, because I cook my breakfast on Sunday. I bake a breakfast casserole and then I cut it up. And so I take that to work every morning, and I either eat it breakfast or lunch. It just depends. And so I like to do that. And I also like to make myself at least one soup. So if I am tired when I get off from work, I can just come straight home, pop that, grab a bowl out of the freezer, put it in the microwave, heat it up, and go about my business. I don't have to always worry about cooking. I think that's like one of the biggest blessings I have today, now that my sons are adults, is they can always cook for themselves. They don't necessarily need me to take care of them. I can actually sometimes just come home and get the rest that I really, really need, because sometimes I am exhausted. And now, one of the things I didn't do this week was document all of my YouTube video um, releases, because my meetings at work are kind of landing on top of some of them. It was hard to put it on a schedule when I already had other things that were going to fall at that time. So I'm going to have to make sure I come back and document it somewhere, so that way I'm not fussing over that in my head. I am one of those people who I constantly worry about the small things, but if it's written down, I have the schedule already done, it's easier for me just to move on and just let that go. And I hope that makes sense. Now, with the hourly check boxes, I do understand how it works in the hourly slots, but I didn't want to use it that way. So I decided to put them in the half boxes and just cut those. So that way I do get to use them inside of the half boxes versus having that long strip, because sometimes I end up having a long strip and I don't have enough items to put next to the check boxes. And I just don't want to have to worry about all of that. And you guys know I don't mind modifying any old thing. Um, Off to my left hand side, that's where I put my things to do or things to remember. And so far, so good. My schedule has been a lot better. I'm remembering to study and what I need to be doing and what days I'm supposed to be studying. Like every lunch, if I'm at my desk, I try to do it. I call it a lunch and learn, which means I'm going to eat and then turn on Pluralsight. So at least when it comes to whatever chapter I'm working on for the PMP, I'm actually hearing it. And then the next thing when I get home, I'm going to read about it, and then I'm writing and making notes about the same topic. And so it's like a three-way reinforcement of one specific topic in my head. I think it's been about 10 years since I actually sat in a project management class. So a lot of this stuff is like, I just completely forgot about it. I only understand how we do it in business. I got everything laid out as far as my schedule is concerned. I did learn something from, let me pronounce her name correctly, because I have a hard time. NdiNaija. She whites out the time slots down here, and so that way I could put my filming schedule and put that out, because I do need to get better handle on this, and then I have to get to the point where I'm actually updating Instagram, which I'm pitiful at doing that. It's always on my list of things to do and I don't do it. So I'm hoping that this works, and then I can move over to getting that updated. But I do have a nice little shell here, and I am using up most of my kit. I do have some things I do want to keep for future use, so it's not to be used in the month of February. I don't know why I was about to say April, but it's a busy week. Again, I know I have more solidified plans for the first half than I do for the last half, and we will have a team lunch on Friday that I have to organize and get everybody together for that. So you guys have a super fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. And you all have a super fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye.